Rankings in the Big 12 for coaches. This was something that was put together by CBS Sports. They ranked the Big 12 coaches. Now, I did this a couple of weeks ago here on the show. If you missed that, you can find the podcast. You can find the video. That's why you've got to be subscribed. Our lists were pretty similar. The top 5 versus the bottom 5 were very similar. My top 5 in order: Matt Campbell, Lance Leipold, Kyle Whittingham, Mike Gundy, Chris Kleiman. Those were my top 5. The top 5 for CBS: Matt Campbell, Kyle Whittingham, Chris Kleiman, Lance Leipold, Kenny Dillingham. I had Kenny Dillingham at 10. They had him at 5. That was one big difference in our rankings. And a lot of that's because I get it. Kenny won the Big 12 last year, but I've got to see more than a coach who's only been a head coach for 2 years, and yes, shocked the world last year, but I guess I put more value on longevity. You can't tell me that Kenny Dillingham's a better coach than Mike Gundy. There's just no evidence of that. None whatsoever. Kenny Dillingham had a great year. He's not Mike Gundy, who's got 2 decades as a head coach at Oklahoma State, who's won, basically all 20 years outside of last year, and turned Oklahoma State from an afterthought into a legitimate Big 12 contender on a fairly regular basis. You just can't put Dillingham above Mike Gundy. Can't do it. Our bottom 5s were pretty similar too. My bottom 5, 12 to 16, Sonny Dykes, Joey McGuire, Brent Brennan, Scott Frost, Scott Satterfield. The CBS bottom 5, Rich Rodriguez, Joey McGuire, Scott Satterfield, Scott Frost, Brent Brennan. So we had 4 of the 5 that were the same. And I know Tech fans are going to go nuts over Joey McGuire being that low, but you know what? While Joey McGuire can hang his hat on this, and that he's the first coach since Spike Dykes to have 3 straight winning seasons in Big 12 play. Mike Leach never did that. Spike Dykes was the last guy to have 3 straight winning seasons in conference play. We do have to take into account the way the league shifted over the last couple of years, scheduling-wise. Was not the true round robin of, the last 10 years or so, new teams in, OU and Texas out. I think if you're adding that nuance, listen, it's got to be there. And in the end, we're still waiting on some major wins and great seasons from Joey McGuire. And this might be the year. This might be it. Joey is still, I think, unproven. And the ceiling's very high, and I'm rooting for him. But I got a lot of flack from Tech fans putting him in my bottom 5, and I found it interesting that CBS had him in their bottom 5 as well. But we did differ on a couple of things. They had Gundy way lower than me. They had him at 8 behind Deion Sanders, which is nuts to put Mike Gundy behind Deion Sanders as a football coach. I'm sorry. That's just absurd. But we had a lot that we agree on. I had Willie Fritz much higher than they did. I had him at 6. They had him down at 11. That was another major differential. But to me, once again, Willie Fritz has won every single place he's been and won pretty big. That tells me you're a good football coach if you win at a bunch of different levels. So that's why I've got Willie Fritz where I got him, not just because of what he did or didn't do at Houston last year. But I wrote about this on the website as well at heartlandcollegesports.com. I'm Pete Mundo. So glad you guys are here. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel, whether it's on YouTube or on the podcast. And we are going to have a lot more content coming your way here on heartlandcollegesports.com. Make sure you check it out and go to our free forums as well. And if you're on the podcast, would you drop us that 5-star rating and review before you head out? Would so appreciate that. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Take care and go Big 12.